I'm wearing dirty Wranglers and a cowboy hat and like a fucking white t-shirt. And I walk into this legal conference. Everybody just like stops and turns at me at the door. They're all in like thousands and like $4,000 suits and stuff. A finite amount of opportunities that present themselves.
It's slower. And it's been a gift.
To stamp moments and memories. And I agree with all of that.
Come down here, go all in on my thing.
And finish it off, take the last
kind of changes you. We start our own brew pub, and it was.
Don't cut it. Don't you dare cut that.
Opportunity came knocking, and I met a girl who she was like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I just got fucked on this business that I had.
Yeah.
And then she's like, hey, I'm kind of working on something. I think you'd be like a great addition to like what I want to build. I'm like, oh, like what is it? And she's like, I'm essentially, she's like, I'm acquiring mass torts. A mass tort is like a class action lawsuit, but as opposed to like, say, 1,000 people coming together to sue like Pfizer or something, that's a class action. It'd be the same 1,000 people, but they're individually suing Pfizer.
Mm-hmm.
So it fucking costs them a hell of a lot more money. And she's like, I'm acquiring mass torts and I'm selling them to law firms and attorneys, and I'm running their branding and their social media.
Wow.
So she's telling me this, and I was like, oh, fuck. And she's like, well, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. Fucking, I don't know what I'm doing. And she's like, well, why don't you come down to Florida? Like, we'll do like a crash course on like this whole business model. And so she was seeing an attorney who kind of pitched it to her, and she was super like, she was dialed in, like had her shit together. And anyways, we partnered up, and yeah, we grew and scaled that company, did well over 7 figures with that company. We did that for a couple of years. I basically just went around and I networked at legal conferences. And
Wow.
yeah, I remember the first one I went to. I used to be when I was in the fitness industry, I had sponsorships, and I still had them because it was easy money. I was just posting photos, making a few extra grand a month. And I was in, I went to St. Louis, Missouri with First Form, and Andy Frizella. Are you familiar with Andy Frizella? Massive podcast, super successful business guy, owns First Form supplements and like fucking bunch of other companies. So he was having a big like event, like a influencer event type thing. So I was there, and I was just like fucking partying and shooting content and stuff like that, having a good time. And she phones me, my business partner, and she's like, hey, can you get to New Orleans? I can't make this event, and like I want you to attend this legal event. And I was like, I don't fucking know like I don't know how to talk to lawyers. Like, I'm like, I'll go if you just want like somebody there. She's like, yeah, it's super easy. Just go there, just make friends and make connections, and then we'll close them on the back end type thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck, all right. And I remember it was kind of weird because I didn't really know anything. Like I wasn't used to this treatment. She's like, you got a first class ticket. You're staying like presidential suite at the Ritz-Carlton in New Orleans. And I'm like, fuck, I'm like, no, we're not fucking paying for that. I'm like a hillbilly from like fucking Northern Canada. I'm like, I don't need first class ticket. I'm like, I don't need the fucking presidential suite. She's like, no, just do it. And I'm like, no, I'm arguing with her. She's like, I already paid for it. You just fucking get on the plane. You're like, everything's all set up. I'm like, all right, whatever, get on the plane, fucking fly there. And I get there and I'm like, why are we paying for all this? Like, it was tens of thousands of dollars for it. She's like, if you're going to be around these lawyers, you have to like fit in with them type thing.
He's smart.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So fucking, I remember I get there. I go to this legal conference. I'm wearing dirty Wranglers and a cowboy hat and like a fucking white t-shirt. And I walk into this legal conference. Everybody just like stops and turns at me at the door. They're all in like thousands and like $4,000 suits and stuff. And I had a placard, like a lanyard, like saying I was allowed to be there type thing. So I'm fucking walking around and I'm like, oh, this is like a legal conference, huh? And everybody keeps coming up to me. They're like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I work with Left Side International. Like we do like case management and like we're doing mass torts and blah, blah, blah. We do social media marketing, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh. And they're like, you're a lawyer? I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking lawyer. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, you don't look like a lawyer. I'm like, it's because I'm not. Like, but looking back in hindsight, I think it worked out for me.
It worked out better, yeah.
Yeah, because like
out.
I didn't look like everybody else there. And like everybody's attention was on me. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Collin Mayne, like, pleasure to meet you. I was just going around talking to everybody. And her boyfriend was there, and he's like, he knows everybody in that industry. So he was just like, Collin, this is so-and-so, Collin, this is so-and-so, and just introduced me to a bunch of people. And I was like, oh, fuck, cool. And like legal conferences are like 95% strip clubs and like 5% conference.
Yeah.
So like they're like, hey, we're going out for like, you go out for dinners, you spend the day at the legal conference. Nobody really pays attention. They kind of just walk around the booths and stuff like that. All the business is done at the dinners and like bars or clubs or the strip clubs. And they're always in like New Orleans, Miami, LA, like all the big cities.
Yeah.
So you're at like 11 and fucking all the big clubs and like Vegas or like Hakkasan and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just like, yeah, just come out. So I just went out, got drunk with them, bullshit with them. I was like, what do you guys like? Do you guys need mass torts? They're like, yeah, we're looking into them. I'm like, all right, just pitching my offer. And because I got drunk with them, I was kind of creating rapport and like just partying with them.
Yeah.
Like they were cool. And then like started making sales and like started closing and bringing in business. And then we get them on like social media. We'd run their social media and their branding and like marketing campaigns and stuff for them.
Wow.
So grew and scaled that. And like, yeah, it's kind of like I always look back. I'm like, it was just an opportunity, a random opportunity. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I don't know anything about this space, but see what happens.